one of the ones that like got sucked because he was like, you're losing your control over the sorcerer. So maybe Art was one of the first to go.
Then his brother shows up. He's like, we will meet again, brother, one day.
Yeah.
And then he walks right back into the thing.
He's like, all right, whatever. See ya. And then this is where Johnny Cage is unstrapping Sonya, and she's smiling at him like, we're totally going to fuck later. And I'm like, where did this come from? Because there was one point he looks at her and goes, nice outfit. And she's looking at him like, you son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Like, I hate you. And now she's looking at him like, oh, now you're... First of all, why are you unstrapping her now? What took you so long?
Then they leave, and where are they?
They now go back to the Temple of Light.
Okay.
They somehow portaled themselves out of Outworld into the Temple of Light.
To the sound of the most...
Orbital's... Is it Orbital? Yeah.
Yeah, but it seems so out of place.
It is. It doesn't fit. Which is a great song.
It's a great song, but like it does not fit. Mm. And it's all like, oh, happy, fucking everyone's paired up, fucking weird fifth wheel raiding, and fucking
like you knew this was gonna happen. I didn't have a clue.
Yeah.
I gotta tell you guys something. This is where, like, you can tell, like, once I found out that the end thing wasn't supposed to happen, I'm like, oh, this makes so much sense now. Because
that was all fucking,
you can
like,
see the day for night starting.
Yeah.
And he's saying, you did great. He would have noticed the fucking sky by now before he said you did great. I'm like, oh, shit, yeah, that makes sense. And then you get Shao Kahn looking pretty good from the video game point of view.
Wait. Cut to the sequel. He don't look that good.
Like, you weak, pathetic fools, which was his catchphrase.
Yeah.
I will come for your souls, another catchphrase. And then, like, Raiden, I don't think so. And then they fucking get into their ninja gear, which I'm like, what are you going to do?
They all pose, and then...
And then Mortal
Kombat credits.
I have a question. What are you going to do? It's a fucking...
Yeah.
It's a hologram, basically. What, are you going to ninja kick the hologram?
And trust me, given the beginning, the first 20 minutes of the Annihilation,
yeah.
Not much. The answer is not much, but we'll get there eventually.
A couple of you are going to get killed.
Yeah.
So, the reason I mentioned the credits are the longest credits. They're 10 minutes long, these credits. The best part about it, though, is in Mortal Kombat 2, or 3, I can't remember which one now, and I'm feeling ashamed for that. There was a code system you could put in, where you put in between, and the main versus screen, there'd be a code at the bottom that is made up of various symbols, and if you put a certain combination of symbols in, you can fuck with the game in some way or shape or form. And as viral marketing, they put these symbols everywhere. So you could find, like, if you were looking at something, you could find these symbols. Was it 3? I think it was 3 as well. You could find these symbols in viral marketing in a lot of places where they would have the symbols strategically placed out, and if you put them in that order that you saw them, something weird would happen. If you look at the credits for this, at certain points there's breaks, and one of those symbols pops up.
Oh, okay.
So they have a combat code in it. And this movie's what?
An hour.
23 years old?
Yeah. Oh, I thought you meant time-wise. Okay.
And I own several copies of Mortal Kombat 3. Never even once thought of doing it until this moment.
Oh, like you think the
code will definitely be something. I just don't know what it is.
Yeah, you got copies of it, so you could find out.
Mm-hmm.
So that was Mortal Kombat, and yeah, it's
stupid.
It's stupid. It gets, but what I like is it gets straight to the point. Gets straight to the fights. You know, it's cheesy action movie.
Mm-hmm. But the second you start hearing like Mortal Kombat and that music, and then you see a ninja motherfucker hitting each other, you are happy. There is no way. I defy anyone on this planet to watch a ninja fight with that song playing and not have a smile on your face. You would be wrong.
Well, dude, the first trailer for Mortal Kombat 11 didn't have that song. People got mad. They re-edited it to have Mortal Kombat song, and everyone's like, oh, greatest thing ever.
Do you think that the Acid, or whatever the fuck that group, because I looked up that
Lords
group.
Of Acid?
You don't want any part of them. Trust me. They make Marilyn Manson look like a fucking choir boy, so I'm good. How much money do you think they're making on a constant basis?
Just because of...
Just ridiculous amounts. I got
enough to do whatever nonsense they're doing.
Yeah.
Getting to a rating, though, I'm going to give it a 7 $500 sunglasses assholes out of 10. Again, it's a solid film. Like, you're not coming in here to watch a fucking, cinema art, fantastic. No. Like, you're here to watch a stupid, dopey action movie with some cheesy one-liners. and some fucking cool kills or whatever.
Yeah.
And it gives you that.
Yeah.
It gives it gives what it's advertising. There's no like, it's
Yeah.
I want to watch Mortal Kombat for the deeper meaning of movies.
I'm trying to get to the heart of the truth of this.
No, this movie and the movie we're going to cover next week give you exactly what they advertise, which is just dopey action.
Yeah, and I'm also gonna give this 7. Your soul is mine out of 10, just because for the same reasons you said. Like this movie. There are moments, like, again, we just ripped it apart, and there's a lot of moments that are stupid, but again, like I just said, like, try to watch a karate fight or a ninja fight or whatever the hell it is, martial arts fight, and not hear that song and not have a smile on your face.
Yeah.
It is impossible. It is just that cool. That song is fantastic. The whole soundtrack is excellent, by the way. If you get a copy of the soundtrack, it is really good.
I'm sure it's on Spotify.
Yeah, it is really fucking good.
As far as MVP goes, Johnny Cage. He's got great one-liners. I mean, again, $500 $1 asshole, him fucking punching Gordo in the nards, him pratfalling into the fucking ocean and with fucking 1,000 pieces of luggage, him going up the stairs, he fucking chokes. Even when they get to the top of the stairs, they're like, oh, good. No more stairs. Like, Lyndon Ashby's fucking great in this movie.
Yeah.
And I could see why he didn't come back for the sequel, because of obvious reasons. Again, we'll get to that when we get to that movie. But yeah, Johnny Cage is my favorite character in the game. He's my favorite character in any of the games. He's my favorite character in this movie, obviously. So, yeah.
I'm also going to give it to Johnny Cage, although originally I was going to give it to Kano, because he is spectacular. But he's just not in it enough for me to give it to him, because he's only got like 3 scenes, but he does steal them.
And I wanted to give it to him to like someone like Christopher Lambert, but he's barely in it.
Yeah, and what he does, he does the same thing in every scene. As good as it is, it's like every scene is just you being sarcastic and kind of not helping.
Yeah.
So I'm like, you're not really, I mean, as good as you are, and I love listening to his voice, like I'd listen to the man read the phone book, but it just doesn't do anything. At least Lyndon Ashby gives a performance. I mean, the only other option you have is
Shang Tsung.
Bridget Wilson or Shang Tsung, because Robin Shou is fine. Bridget Wilson's good, but she doesn't do much of anything.
Yeah. You can make an argument for Shang Tsung.
Yeah, Shang Tsung would be the only other one. He is good, but it kind of in the same... Like, literally, Lyndon Ashby does different things in every scene, whereas Shang Tsung is the same kind of... As good as it is with him as over-the-top as humanly possible, it's great. And Bridget Wilson, again, she's good, but she's very much a one-note character. She only does the same shit over and over again, where she's just, like, angry and then not angry. But she doesn't give a performance, necessarily. So it's like, all right, well... The only one who gave a performance was Lyndon Ashby, because he had more than one fucking emotion.
But looking into next week, which will actually be just a couple days from now, we do cover the other big fighting game movie from the 90s.
The first one.
The one where...
Which is weird. We should have done this the other way around.
It's
Hindsight.
fine.
Yeah.
Hindsight being what it is. The almost Christmas movie, I guess.
Kind of.
Because we're going way back to December 23rd, 1994.
Yep.
To cover the other action fighting movie, video game fighting movie. Jean-Claude Van Damme and Raul Julia's classic, Street Fighter. I don't think it's a secret who's the MVP next week's going to be, but...
No, I think you already know.
If you've seen the movie,
yeah, you know who the MVP is already, so, I mean, I don't think we even need to say it, but...
But I kind of wanted to save this one because, I'll be honest with you, and not to do any spoilers or anything for ratings, but I always liked this one better. So I wanted to cover this one second.
I'm the other way around completely, yeah.
Well, we'll talk about it next week. So yeah, we're gonna do Street Fighter because it made sense doing a double feature of Mortal Kombat.
As I think I mentioned, is that these two movies are like brothers.
Well, they're Jean-Claude
so
Van
related.
Damme, right?
Yeah.
The Jean-Claude Van Damme of it all.
And also, they came out only 8 months apart. Like this was one movie's in production, the other one's on its way. Like they didn't mess around. So
that'll be next week. So we're just gonna get out of here.
Yep.
You were Steve.
You were Justin.
And we're way back and gone.
Flawless victory.